Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Mataji, we can see.
Okay. Mataji, how many minutes I'm supposed to talk?
Till 6. Till 4:45 your time.
Okay, Mataji.
Mataji, it's live and it's recording. You can start, Mataji. Thank you.
Okay. One second. All right. Hare Krishna. Can you all see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji. Yes,
Okay. Can we start our prayers?
Om
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapadaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadine Visheshwari Vadayaka Desakadine Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Karthik, did you have a question? Okay. All right. Can we go to the pastimes? Yesterday, we all learnt about the birth of Srimati Radharani. And today, we are going to see some pastimes of Radharani. Let me make it a slideshow. Yeah. Current slideshow from beginning. Okay. Okay, let me minimize the screen. All right. Okay, let's talk about the first pastime of Srimati Radharani. Yesterday, we all heard from Indu Mataji how Radhika was born, how Srimati Radharani was born. Today, we are going to actually see some of her very beautiful pastimes. I have 2 or 3 pastimes that I thought let me share with you on this auspicious day of Radhastami. Everybody knows today is Radhastami, right? All of you all know that today is okay. Good. I'm sure you'd have done your prayers. Listening to her pastimes, chanting the holy names of the Lord are all auspicious things that one can do. Okay, and so it is very auspicious for you to listen about Radharani's pastimes with Krishna. So without any further ado, we can get started. All right. So this first pastime is a wonderful story that is exhibiting a compassionate nature of Srimati Radharani and her devotees. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the children, some little children. They are just very small. They are not matured enough, and they were kind of harassing a low-born, insignificant jackal. And again, we all know about jackal. In the folk tales or in the stories that you might have read, jackals are portrayed as a cunning, intelligent prankster, right? It is very cunning animal. Jackals have been always known for their ability to adapt themselves wherever they are situated, in whatever conditions they will adapt themselves to that environment. They are dirty, filthy scavengers. Again, they don't have any integrity or dignity. We see dogs are faithful, but when it comes to jackals, they are very cunning. Again, jackal's howling here is described as very inauspicious. When it continuously howls, it is very inauspicious. We've seen lot of animals, right? For example, cuckoo, it has a very sweet sound. Peacock, it caws graciously. When you look at lion, it roars nicely. Again, it is pleasant to hear. When you look at tiger, they actually have a reverential sound. You will be stuck in awe when you listen to the tiger. Likewise, but jackal, when you look at them, they have a very shrieky voice. It is very what to say, intolerable sound. You can't hear it for a long time. There is no majestic royalty in it. There is no melody. There is no sweetness, and it's very abominable sound vibration. Okay, you cannot tolerate it for a long period of time. And again, you can see that in this pastime, the jackals are howling. And again, as I told you, the signs are very inauspicious. Whenever jackal howls, it is inauspicious. So now these Vrajavasi boys, they were harassing the jackal so much. And the jackal, what it will do? It will run for its life. Whenever somebody is harassing an animal, the animal is not going to keep quiet, right? The animal will obviously run for its life. They were chasing after that poor little jackal. They were throwing rocks at it. They were screaming. And then again, the jackal was screaming in turn, howling. He was running as fast as he could, and finally he dove into a hole in the ground. Okay, so till now what happened? We have these little Vrajavasi boys. They were harassing the jackal, and the jackal, it just started to run very fast. They were throwing rocks upon it. They were really trying to bully that animal so much to the point that the jackal started to dove into the hole in the ground. Again, after this, what happened? The boys did not keep quiet. They set a fire around the hole to burn him out. So the jackal now went into the hole, right? They didn't leave. They didn't say, okay, let the jackal go and let's not bother the jackal. That was not the mentality of the boys. The mentality of the boys was to irritate him more and more. So they set a fire around the hole to burn the jackal. And again, due to the intolerable heat, the jackal was screaming for its life, and it was being burned to death. It didn't die as such yet, but it was screaming so much because of the pain and the torture these boys were creating on him. Now we have Srimati Radharani. She happened to walk along that path with her Sakhis, and she told Lalita Sakhi, Lalita Sakhi, please come here. I'm able to hear some shrieky noise of the screaming of the jackal. Can you please go and look at it to see what happened to the jackal, or somebody is shouting for pain, and somebody is shouting as if their life is under stake. Can you please look after them and take care of them, and go and see what's happening, and come and report to me. Like that, Radharani instructed Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi, she's an obedient servant of Radharani, and she said, yes, Radharani, I'm going to go and look to see what is going on there, who's crying, and I'll try to help them out. Lalita Sakhi, she came running to that place, and the boys were obviously, they were gathered there. They were trying to lit the fire into the hole, and they were laughing at the jackal's pity condition. Now Lalita Sakhi, she asked the boys. The boys were little, right? They don't have enough maturity. We cannot expect any kind of maturity from little boys. Only when they grow up to a certain point, they will understand what is right and what is wrong. Till then, they have to have some sort of guidance from elders. Likewise, these boys, they were instructed by Radharani to actually, she asked them to go home. Boys, can you please go home? And once Lalita Sakhi told them to go home, the boys happily went home. And what did Lalita Sakhi do after that? Lalita Sakhi, she put the fire out, and she brought the jackal out of that hole. Jackal, it didn't know what happened, right? Till now, it was crying out for, because his life was in stake. He was running so fiercely, and then he dug into the hole, hid into the hole. After that, the boys tortured him by lighting fire into the hole. And now Lalita Sakhi, she came to help him out. But still, he doesn't understand what's going around in him. And he was like trembling in fear. And he then was caught hold by Lalita Devi, and she brought the jackal, and she put him in front of Radharani. So now the jackal actually bowed at the lotus feet of Radharani, and she blessed the jackal. Okay, so because Radharani, Srimati Radharani, she wanted to know what the status of the jackal was. She told Lalita Sakhi to actually bring the jackal out when the trouble was gone, and that's why Lalita Sakhi got him to Radharani. And Radharani, what did she do? She blessed the jackal. How did she bless the jackal? We all know how merciful Radharani is. Radharani, Even if you do a little bit of service for her, she'll do lot of things for us. She'll do great things for us. And especially on the auspicious days such as today, if you do little amount of service, she will multiply it quadruple times or even more than that. Likewise, for the insignificant jackal, it cried out to Radharani out of humility, and it bowed down to the bowed down, like completely surrendered, like a surrendered soul. Jackal actually bowed down completely to Radharani, and because of that reason, she gave him the body of a gopi in the spiritual world, to be her eternal associate. Because again, why the jackal? It cried out sincerely for her mercy with all humility and helplessness, and took the shelter of her. And that is the reason why she blessed the jackal. And again, if you remember our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada, he explained to us that in Vrajadam, the residents are more concerned with Srimati Radharani than Krishna. Do you all know why that is? Why are we more concerned about Srimati Radharani than Krishna? Because one can only approach Krishna through devotion. But Srimati Radharani, when she sees a devotee who sincerely cries out to her to serve her servants, she takes pity on the devotee. And then, like how she took pity on the jackal. And Srila Prabhupada explains that Srimati Radharani approaches Krishna and she says, Samasundar, dear Samasundar, please accept this devotee. And, this devotee seems better than me. And that is why I want you to accept him or her. So Krishna, when Radharani puts such a request to Krishna, Krishna cannot deny the request. And out of, again, Krishna is subservient to Radha, and he immediately says, okay, Radhe, whatever you say, I'm okay with that request. Likewise, Radharani's merciful nature is exhibited in this story. So all of you all have carefully listened to the story now. I'm going to ask you some questions. Again, it's pretty tricky in the sense the story seems like an easy story. We saw that the jackal was being harassed by the boys, and what happened as a result, the jackal was screaming, and it then dug into the hole. The boys did not leave the jackal yet. They put fire on the hole, and then the jackal was again screaming out loudly. Now Lalita Sakhi comes to help the jackal, and then she takes the jackal to Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani, she blesses upon the jackal to be an eternal servant of her. Like, in the Goloka Vrindavan, she wants her to be one of the gopis also. That is how the jackal now turns into a gopi. There is an inner meaning or some lessons that we can learn from the story. I'm going to talk to you about each one of them. Did you all understand the story so far?
Yes, Mataji.
Mihika, you have your hands raised. Do you have a question, Mihika?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
My
Mihika.
question is that Lalita Sakhi to put out the fire and save the jackal.
Yes.
Did Lalita Sakhi put water from her lotus hands to take out the water? Or was it take out the fire? Or was it something else?
Yes. She used her lotus hands to put out the fire, and she took the jackal in her hands and then took it to Radharani. And then, as she took it to Radharani, the jackal then bowed to the lotus feet of Radharani out of humility. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Now we can see, the jackal took the shelter and it got its ultimate destination of life. Now we know that in the story there was a hole, right? The hole that the jackal was in, it actually represents the material existence. We are comparing that to our existence, that is our material existence. We are all living in the material existence, right? The hole of the jackal is represented as the material existence. The jackal here represents the jackal. We all saw the jackal was the one which was suffering a lot, and that represents the living entity. We are actually comparing that to the living entity that has fallen into this material world. Okay. The hole that the jackal went in, the hole, there was a hole, right? The jackal went in, that represents the material existence, and the jackal represents the what the living entity. Okay, so far we have seen two. What does the jackal represent? The jackal represents the living entity like us. The hole that the jackal was in represents the material existence. The fire around the hole represents the scorching pains of material existence. Whatever pain we are going through in this material world, that is what the fire represents. Okay, the screaming out of the jackal represents the jackal calling out the, that is the living entity calling out the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So far, are you with me? So the jackal is the first one that represents the living entity. We are actually comparing, making a comparison to the jackal and our life. The hole that the jackal was in represents the material existence. The fire around the hole represents the scorching pains of material existence. The pain that we go through in this material existence is that's what the fire represents. The screaming out of the jackal actually represents the calling out of the living entity, calling out who? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Correct. And Lalita Sakhi, do we know who she represents? Can anybody guess?
Guru.
Lalita Sakhi represents, somebody said the answer. No, no. Radha Rani, she is there, but I'm talking about Lalita Sakhi. Who does she represent? Somebody is coming to help you out in this material world. Yes, Guru. Good job. So he is the one who comes to help the living entity who is suffering, who is burning in this material existence with a lot of material pains that he has to go through. Okay. And the Guru, he out of compassion, here Lalita Sakhi out of compassion, she helped the insignificant jackal. Likewise, the Guru, how much ever abominable we are, he doesn't care about that, but he is ready to accept us. When we call out for the holy names of the Lord, the Supreme Lord actually sends the Guru. In here, Srimati Radharani sends Lalita Sakhi to help the jackal. Likewise, God sends us the Guru when we call out for him, when we cry piteously to him, when we ask for help. He is ready to send some representatives so we can go back home, back to Godhead. That is what the story represents. So we learned a lot of things, right? We learned about who the jackal was. The jackal is nothing but a living entity. The hole that the jackal was in represents the material existence. The fire around the hole represents the burning, scorching pains in the material world. The screaming out of the jackal represents the calling out to the Lord through the holy names. And Lalita Sakhi, she represents the spiritual guru. And then we have Srimati Radharani. And Radharani, she has come here to rescue the fallen souls and take us all back to Godhead. Again, if we call one time the holy name out of utter helplessness, Radharani and Lord Krishna, who are not different than their names, they are all appearing in the form of names. We know that yesterday we learned that Hare represents Srimati Radharani. And Krishna represents Krishna. Rama here represents Radhika Raman. So again, we have the names of Radha and Krishna in the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. They are not different than Radha and Krishna. And if we helplessly call out to them, they will certainly respond and award us the pleasure of pure bhakti and take us back to Godhead, which is our permanent home, permanent residence. Okay? Do you all understand these lessons learned from the first pastime?
Yes.
Good job. I thought it was going to be a little difficult for you to understand, but you all understood it. No questions here. Can we go to the next pastime? Are you all excited about it?
Yes.
Awesome. We can go to the next pastime then. Here, we are going to talk about Srimati Radharani, Krishna, Gopis, and then a little Brahmana. Not a little Brahmana, he is a Brahmana who's a married Grahastha Brahmana. This Brahmana, if you look at this pastime happened in Ucha Gaon. That is where Lalita Sakhi was born. And it is not happening in Nandagaon, Krishna's place. It is happening in Unchagaon. So if you look at this Brahmana was married, and his wife, she had a laser sharp tongue, meaning she would scold this Brahmana, saying, Brahmana, you are not fit for anything. You don't have any money. You don't even have money to manage our household, and you don't have money to take care of our daughter who's ready to be married. Now, whatever you do, I don't
I have
know.
a question.
What is that, Sai Kushi?
Yeah.
Yes, you have a question, Sai?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
So, like, what were you saying at the first time? Like, what were you saying on the
Ucha
slide?
Uchagaon. She was, this pastime took place in the birthplace of Lalita Sakhi, which is Uchagaon. Okay? Gaon is village. Okay? It was not happening where it was happening in that this pastime was actually taking place there. Krishna, Gopis, and Radharani was present there. And this Brahmana, he was being chastised by his wife, and this wife actually told the Brahmana, see, you are not going to come home unless you get me some money, because we have to get our daughter married. This is time for you to go and look out for money, and then only you can enter the house. Till then, you can't enter the house. That was the condition the wife actually put on the Brahmana. So what did the Brahmana do? The Brahmana immediately thought about Krishna, and then he approached Krishna, and he said, Krishna, the whole world knows that you always protect the Brahmanas. So protect me also. I don't have any money, nothing. I just have my daughter, and she's on a marriageable age. And you're the son of Nanda Maharaj. You have 900,000 cows. So you have to give me enough charity so I can pay for my daughter's marriage, and thus you can protect me. My wife, she actually chastised me. She said, don't come here to our house. Unless you bring money, we'll not allow you to enter into our house. So I can't go to my house also, Nandalal. Please help me. Like that, the Gopi, like that, the Brahmana actually told Krishna. Then Krishna asked, now I'm here in Uchagaon. Who am I to protect you? My wife, if I come home.
Mommy, back kajako, back.
I'm so sorry. Can you mute your phone? Can you mute your line, Karthik? I'm so sorry, I was interrupted. Karthik or others, can you mute now? I have only 5 more minutes. I have to wrap this up as soon as possible. So the Brahmana, he was actually pleading to Krishna, and Krishna is in Unchagaon, and he said, I can't help you. I'm not here in Nandagaon. I'm in Uchagaon. I don't have cows with me. I don't have Nanda Maharaj with me. I can't help you. I don't have enough money with me to the money that you're asking for me is not available with me. Like that, like that Krishna said. And hearing this, the Brahmana started to cry. He said, oh my God, Krishna, I came thinking that you are going to help me. If you say like this, where am I supposed to go? Who am I supposed to talk to? What am I supposed to do? Krishna, I'm not moving out of this place until you give me an answer. Like that, the Brahmana started to cry. Now, Krishna, he was thinking. And then he said, okay, Brahmana, I'm going to give you the best deal ever possible. I'm going to give you somebody who is greater than the greatest, who is my wealth, who is my treasure, or who's you can't equate this charity that I'm going to provide you with any kind of money. She's priceless. I'm going to give you such a kind of gift. Like that, Krishna actually told the Brahmana. Hearing this, Brahmana got all excited. Oh, really? Really? I'm looking forward to that gift. Like that, the Brahmana started to say. And now, Krishna, he said, my dear Radharani, she is the charity that I'm going to give. I don't have any other wealth. The only wealth I have right now with me is Srimati Radharani. And today, I'm going to give her as charity to you. Like that, Krishna actually told the Brahmana. Hearing this, Brahmana got terrified. Oh my God, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in great trouble. I already have one daughter. And all you're saying now is you're going to give me another daughter? My wife is not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept her. Please, please, Krishna, please. I'm walking away if you're doing this. Like that, the Brahmana started to say in response. And Krishna said, see, I've already done my sankalp. My desire is already, I desired that I owe her to you. I can't take back. I can't take back. He does that Om Bhu Swaha, this Swaha, that Swaha, and gives Radharani to the Brahmana. And now Radharani, upon hearing this, she got terrified. Krishna, what is this? I can't live without you. How can I be without you? This is not fair. I'm not going to go with the Brahmana. Even a moment's association without you is a torture for me. I'm not going to go. Please, please don't trouble me, Krishna. Like that, Radharani told Krishna. Krishna is like, I already made a promise. My desire is already done. I'm going to give you to the Brahmana. Whatever you or Brahmana say, I really don't have anything. I don't have any other suggestion because I already did my sankalp. And then now Lalita Sakhi intervenes. She says, I have an idea. We can do one thing. Radharani wants to be with Krishna, and the Brahmana also doesn't want Radharani. So I have an idea. Now Krishna, he says he's already made a promise that he would give Radharani to the Brahmana. So Radharani can be with the Brahmana and she can be with Krishna at the same time. I have an idea for that. She asks everybody to bring a scale. And with the scale, she's asking Radharani to sit on one edge of the scale, and the other end of the scale, they are going to put all the jewels the gopis has. They are going to take out all the jewels that they have in their neck, hands, toes, everything, and they are going to put it on the scale. So one edge of the scale, Radharani is sitting. The other edge, we have these jewels that the gopis are wearing. They are going to take it all out and put it on the other scale. And again, to the weight of Radharani, we are going to have the jewels. So the jewels, they are going to be equally weighed. And after that, what happened is, see, we can see that Krishna called the Brahmin back and they put Radharani on the scale, and all the gopis put all of their precious jewelry on one side of the scale, equal until the weight of Radharani, and they gave all that to the Brahmin. Hello? And the Brahmin became very, very happy. Okay. Now Brahmin got all the jewelry that was weighing to Radharani's weight. And then now Krishna also got Radharani, right? And the Brahmin was happy, Radharani was happy, and Krishna was happy because Krishna, we know, he's subservient to Radharani. Subservient means whatever Radharani says, he just obliges. There is no denial of what Radharani have to say. I mean, Krishna just blindly accepts whatever Radharani has to say. And in this lesson, we also see that Krishna is the possessor of Radharani. The one who possesses Radharani is no other than our Shamashundar Krishna. So that is the lessons learned from this pastime. And the Brahmin, he has a wonderful benediction and a blessing of all the jewels that he has received. The most precious jewel that he has through this pastime is the mercy of Srimati Radharani. When he began to cry, you know what happened before, after Lalita Sakhi intervened, Radharani, she only said, we should not have anybody who comes to us go in an unhappy state. So let us call the Brahmana back. I'm ready to help him out in any way possible. Like that, Radharani said. So we can understand how compassionate Radharani is through this pastime. So I'm going to conclude this pastime. And see, since I'm running out on time, I'll not be able to go through the other pastimes we have. But what we should do today is, let us all pray to who? Srimati Radharani and our Sham Sundar Krishna to engage us in the service, because our mood has to be such that we are servants of the servants of the servants. So today is a very auspicious day, and I want you all to pray. Yes, ask Radharani for humble service, and we have to dedicate our life by doing sincere chanting and hearing of the holy names. That is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare.
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 So we saw two stories today. One was the jackal story and another was the Brahmana story.
Krishna. Krishna Krishna.
Did
Hare
you
Hare.
all did you all like it? Do you have any questions?
Yes, Mataji. No, Mataji. I don't have
Did you all
questions.
understood? Did you all understand?
Yes, Mataji. Awesome class. Very, very
I
nice.
have a question.
Yes.
Yes, sorry, Mataji.
Okay, good.
I have a question.
Who's that? Who has question?
Saikushi.
Yeah, go ahead with your question, Sai Kushi.
Well, what is in like the what is in the picture?
Which picture?
This picture.
Someone is praying.
This one?
Oh, what is that like? What is that like colorful thing?
You know, we are here worshipping the lotus feet of Krishna and we are bowing down. He's actually the picture of obeisances. You know, this person is paying obeisances, dandavats to Krishna. That is
That's
this
lotus
picture.
feet, Sai Kushi. Lotus feet.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. That was a very, very nice class. Such sweet pastimes. Very, very sweetly told in your sweet voice. Thank you so much. Padma Sakhi Mataji, over to you for the craft. Thank you, Radhika Mataji.
Thank you, Preeti Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Radhika on Radha's appearance day. Very nice. But yeah, I'll spotlight you, Padma Sakhi. Mataji, you have to start video. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Happy Radhastami.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji.
Radhastami Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So,
Happy Radhastami,
can you
Mataji.
all tell me?
Radhastami.
Thank you.
Happy Namaste, Mataji.
Thank you. Can you all tell me where was Radharani found?
The lotus.
In a 1,000-petal lotus.
Yes. So today we will make this.
I am not able to share.
That's gorgeous.
Okay.
For some reason I'm not able to share.
My internet has a
Mataji,
problem.
can you
so
show that again?
Mobile. Vinita Gandharvika Mataji will share the PPT. Okay. And I will tell you. Did you all like to see Radharani from Lotus?
Mataji, what do we need for the craft?
I think you got the list already. Mataji sent you, right? Jagannath, sit down.
Mataji, give me a second, Mataji. I will just, I don't know, I'm not able to share. Mataji, what's the problem? I'm not able to share anything.
Okay, meanwhile, I'll tell you. See, yesterday you got a list. I was saying you need 3 small circles cut from a cardboard. And I said we need 1 bigger circle.
Hare Hare.
So if you are ready, from the cardboard, you can cut 3 equal circles and 1 big circle. I mean, double the size of the small one which you cut.
What do we need?
You need a cardboard, and from that cardboard you have to cut 3 circles, medium size 3 round circles, and 4th one is a bigger circle.
Mataji, for the bigger circle, can we use a paper plate?
Yes, you can use a paper plate. Mataji, can you show the first? See there,
Yeah.
I took this circle. Maybe the next slide. It is there in the next slide.
Next slide, Mataji. Okay.
Yes, next one. Yes. See, I took 3 small circles and I joined all 3 of them. I kept one on the top of other. See, on the other picture you are seeing.
Mataji, did you glue them together?
I had a glue gun, because if you glue, it will take some time. You can use glue as well. But I had a glue gun, so I used it. 3 circles. I stacked 3 of them and then glued.
Mataji, tell me if when you want us to go to the next step.
Yes, Mataji, next step. See, then after you stack, what did I do? I covered it up. I wrapped the 3 circles we stacked, right? So that one, I wrapped it up with a cloth. You can use cloth, paper, yellow paper. Because it was a golden lotus, I just use a gold cloth that I had. It need not be even because we are going to wrap uh, the white one that I'm showing. But the first step after that is you have to keep like you have to glue a paper or gold paper or cloth, anything of your choice. After that, you have to take a white A4 sheet, white color big sheet, and you take a strip like how I'm showing strip, and then like how you cut grass, you have to cut like that. You're seeing in the picture, right? I trimmed them. So Mataji, can you go back? Mataji, can you go back?
Yeah. Sorry, Mataji. Because I thought this one you are explaining. That's why I put that. Okay.
No, yes. See, like that. You have to take a strip and then trim them like that. Trim, and then Mataji can maybe it'll take some time for them, right? If they see, they can do it. Like they can take some time to do it. See, after that, what did I do? That white one which I trimmed, I wrapped it around the 3 circles that we stacked. And then for a little bit perfection, you can just bend them like how I bent. Like you can just press all that. You can press it with your hand so that it will come like how you're seeing in the picture. And now I don't know if somebody is trying to do, maybe they take some time. So see, it will take some time. So you can just see, and when the PPT is can continue. Like don't rush to do it. Okay. It'll take 1 hour if you. It took me more than 1 hour, I think, right, Jagannath? 2 hours. Okay. Okay, then do you all have A4 sheet green color? We need green and pink. You have green and pink papers? Keshvi is nodding her head. Nice gopi dots. Yes. So,
Thank you.
so now what we have to do? See that A4 sheet that I have, I folded the first time. You have to basically, what you have to do is take a paper. Jagannath, get the paper. You have to fold it once and again you have to fold it. Mataji, can you show the next slide? Maybe they will understand. No. Can you hold the phone for me, Jagannath? Can you hold it?
Mataji, can you wait?
Yes, waiting. Can you hold it? I'm just showing. See, I have the A4 sheet, right? So I am folding it. One fold. Okay, so A4 sheet, folding it. And again, what you do? One more fold. This is what I'm saying. So you need 2 times you have to fold so that your sheet is like this. First fold and then second fold. Okay. After that, what you do? Till this step, did you follow? Let me see.
No, Mataji. Mataji, I still need some time.
No, at least if you can see the steps. I don't know how much time we have. What's the time?
Mataji, we have time. We have another 15 minutes.
Okay then.
15 we will wrap up, right?
Okay. So see, if you have the A4 sheet, see, I'm seeing Karthik doing that. Yes, you have to do a first fold and then you have to do another fold, second fold. So basically your paper should be like this. Now what you will do? So you have 4, right? So what will you do? You will make these 4 rectangles now. You'll cut them. On the lines, if you cut, you will get 4 rectangles, right? 4 rectangles or 4 squares based on how your paper is. So like that, you need eight papers. I mean, sorry, 8 rectangles you need. Means you need 2 papers. You have to take 2 papers, do the same method, and then you have to cut them into rectangles. For
Mataji, can you share the PPT in the class room?
yes, we will always share, right? Went ahead. Can you go back? Vinaya Mataji. No. Back. Oh, this picture. Mataji, not that. Not there. Haha. No.
Then where is the picture gone?
Caesar, a box is correct. Okay, in this picture, the PPT. Jagannath, quick. You know what happened? Because my internet was not working, I was not able to upload the PPTs. Vinaya Mataji made because she didn't know this one is in a reverse. She doesn't know, right? What I meant. So she just uploaded exactly. I'm showing you. Just give me a minute. Jagannath, can you hold it for me? Pen kawali. So see what happened now. I have 4 sheets. See, I cut them into small rectangles. Are you all seeing? See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are for the leaves. See, I stuck the green leaves, right? So these are for the leaves. So like this, you need 8. Cut from 2 papers. Jagannath, get a pen. Till now, did you follow? Yes? No? Okay, now what you are doing, you have your whoever cut the rectangles, can you show? Karthik is cutting. I'm seeing Karthik cutting. Shri is cutting.
Mataji.
Yes. So after this, you can, I'll tell you an easy method. You can just, what you will do is, you will stack all of them, right? Then you can draw like a leaf and cut all of them together so that you will get same equal size. Jagannath, show this. Jagannath, show this. I'll show this. See, I drew like this, right? I drew like this. And then you can cut. You stack all the 4 papers together and cut so that you will get at a time. There's no need to cut every time. See, like this. Jagannath, hold it back.
Mataji, after the 8 rectangles, what is the step?
Oh, what's the step? See, we have to take one paper, one A4 sheet. Then, let me show you. I already cut. Jagannath, get one more paper. Who is asking this?
3.
Jagannath, can you hold the phone? See, I took this. Then I did one folding. And then I did another folding. So when you open the paper, you have 4 rectangles, right? So if you cut on the lines, you will get 4 equal rectangles. And then after you cut them, I'm telling you an easy method. I cut the leaf in a different way, but you can just nicely draw, and then cut them. Okay. And similarly, you have to cut on a pink paper also. It's the same with the pink paper, same size, same way. Leaves, you have to cut the same method.
Mataji, do you have, how many petals do you need?
Petals are little bit more. Leaves you might need just 8. But petals, I think you will need around 14. So see, now I have all my leaves. So now here what you have to do, if you see my leaves here, they are a little bit nicely bent, right? So what you can do is you can take a pen and then wrap all your leaves like this. Do you see this pen? You have to keep it inside and then wrap like this, like this, like this, so that they are a little bit bent. Not so much, don't put so much pressure. See, they're a little bit bent and you can stick them nicely. Like, so don't put lot of pressure when you roll it with your, or you can just do like this also. Keep like this and then just do like this with a pen, so that see, it's standing like that, right? With a pen you can just rub it. See, show it. See, I took it and in the center I'm just rubbing with the pen. See, and then it got bent nicely, like a bent texture.
This okay?
Yes. See, I'm just doing like this. You see, you got it. So you have to make like Mataji in the slide. Mataji.
Mataji, I will put Mataji because you are showing nicely, right? So I thought that will help them. That's why.
Yeah. So this is how you make the leaves. You're seeing, right? All my leaves are bent. So this is how you make your leaves. And now, what? Amma, huh? See how I stuck? Now I have all my, Mataji. See, first what did I do? On 4 sides, I stuck the, Mataji, you showed, see, first I did the 4, right? I said we need 8 leaves. So 4. No, now you have to take a bigger cardboard. This is not the one that these are not from the 3 small circles that we cut. This is a bigger one now. We need a bigger one to keep to arrange our leaves and petals. So, Amma?
I already made it. Okay, this one is fine. Mataji Pari saying this.
Yeah, Pari, very nice. Good. Very fast. Quick. Good job. Vrinda, yes, you can take that. Vrinda and Mukunda, yes. Take that. Now, you start sticking the leaves. First, you keep 4. Mataji, next slide. Next slide. Next. Next. Can you go next? Yeah, see? I kept all... Mataji, wait. So, see, I arranged all my 8 petals. Do you see there? 8 petals? Sorry, not 8 petals, 8 leaves. I arranged all the 8 green leaves on the bigger cardboard that we cut into round circle. Now the leaves are done. We are looking at the petals. Yeah, I need help. See. So we need. Yes.
Do we stick on all the grass on top of the small circles?
No, on top of the small circles, you have to just wrap any cloth or any paper and you have to keep it aside first. We are not talking about that. You have to keep it aside. That actually comes in the center. The one which we wrap, see, it comes in the center. Okay. So,
just wait until it dries, the cloth.
Yeah, you can use cloth, paper, anything. Next, we are seeing the petals, right? Now, see, I told you, even the pink paper, you have to cut the similar way. See, similar way, and you have to cut the same way. But here, what you will do is, because you need the petals to be raised, if you see mine, see, the petals are little bit
Last
like...
time when we did lotus flower, you showed that, Mataji.
Yes, correct. Yes, Mataji. But maybe there are some new kids, right? That's why I'm sure. So see, what we will do is... So what we will do is, You have to just cut in the center. See, I'm cutting in the center, and then you, Jagannath, wait, don't move. Cut in the center, and then you just bring this one here. Then it will become like a cup. See, the petal are, and then you glue it. If you glue it here, this will become like a cup. See, you have to make all the petals like that. Cut in the center. Cut in the center. See, you cut in the center.
Mataji, can
And
you show one more time?
yes, I'm showing you.
So you have a big piece of
So see, I'm showing you now. Cut in the center. Keep a slit. So I have a slit. Now,
Mataji.
huh?
First, how do you make the raindrop?
That raindrop, you have to just cut it. Just cut.
How many are you supposed to make?
No, you have to take a paper, then fold it.
And are you supposed to take the red paper?
What was that?
Are you supposed to take the red paper?
For the petals, you need a pink paper. For the leaves, you need green paper.
Okay.
So for petal, I'm just showing the petal also with green leaf. So for petal, most of you must be knowing because we did this type before. You
Wait,
take a
how do
slit.
you do it? You fold it one time and then
No.
and then you cut it out?
Yes, you fold it one time, you fold it another time, and then you cut it. And then see on the lines, if you cut, you will get 4 equal rectangles.
And then what do you do those?
And then you stack all the rectangles and you draw one leaf like a raindrop and you cut. Then you will get, at a time, you will get all the raindrops. So now for a petal, keep a slit in the between, and then you glue it, glue like this. See, like this, and glue it.
Okay.
If you glue, all the petals will come like this. You need at least 14 petals.
14.
Okay. Then what you will do? Now you know it is very easy. You have your leaves and you have your petals. So you are going to, Mataji, can you show the slide now? See now, Mataji, next slide.
Yes, Mataji, yes.
So see, now I arranged the first layer of petals. This is only, see, there are actually, if you see on mine, I have 2 layers of petals, right? So the picture you are seeing is only first layer. And then what did I do? And then, see, I did the second layer. After I did the first layer, I kept in the center the 3 circles one which we made, which we wrapped the cloth and kept. I kept in the center. And whatever place that was remaining, I stacked the second whirl of lotus petals.
Beautiful, Mataji.
And then I took a calendar, I cut Radharani's picture, and with a popsicle stick, I kept her in the center, like that.
So you need to make a hole over there?
Mataji, no, if you can see, you can make a hole and put her inside, like, you know, keep it inside. Or if you have glue gun, it is very easy to glue it.
Okay. Just cut a small size and then you just stick it to it.
Yeah, I'll show you the back part of it. Wait. See?
Mataji,
Do you see my glue? My stick?
this is cut its pedal.
I'm see. Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, can you see my stick here at the back?
Yes, Mataji, I will stop the sharing so it will be clear. Yeah. Yeah, Mataji, yes.
So I just kept this.
Mataji,
Okay, very beautiful, Mataji.
So see this.
Mataji, I have one question.
Amma. Yes.
I don't have popsicle sticks. So I have mini popsicle sticks. So can I use mini popsicle sticks?
That's fine. Any popsicle stick, or if you don't have anything, you can cut something hard from the cardboard like a stick and you can use it. Or you can use a straw if you have a hard straw. Anything.
Mataji,
Huh?
Thank you, Mataji.
I'm not able to. Who is that?
Big circle.
Amma?
No, where are you using the big circle.
See, you take the big circle and you start arranging first the the leaves, and then comes the petals. And in the center, we are using the small circle. See, I'll show you. This is the bigger circle, the base. See, I have a bigger circle as the base. See, do you see on my picture? If you see in my video, you can see.
Yeah,
Right?
I can.
Okay. And the smaller circle that we made comes in the center after you arrange your leaves and your flowers.
Okay.
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 We will send the PPT in the group.
Yes. Yes. And yes, you can just cut the leaves. In the PPT, I drew with a marker. So just ignore that. You can use your scissor and just cut the leaves normally as I showed. Just like a raindrop.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. You all make it send.
Can I
I will be
Mataji, how many pink petals do you need?
we need almost 14.
Okay.
14 or 12. 1, 2, 3.
Mataji, can I show you my leaves?
Yeah, we need 14. And we need 8 leaves.
Mataji, this is Shree's leaves.
Okay, Karthik was also showing me. Where is Shri? Karthik, can you show me now? Yes, Shri. Good. Start sticking the petals. Where is Karthik? See his petals. They came perfect. Very good. I like the pink color also. You had the good pink color. Very nice. Mataji, I think it is time.
Yes, Mataji, it's time. Yes, we can end the call here. All the kids who did not start or who are in between, we can send the PPT in the group. You can follow that. And thank you, Padma Sakhi Mataji. So we will close the call here, Matajis. Vancha
Kripasunto evecha patita pavineno Vaishnave Pretat Namaha. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji.